Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents my review of Renfield in theaters now. I've had a chance to watch it, wanted to share my thoughts on it, but of course, before I do so, caution, possible spoilers ahead. If you don't want to know anything about the film, now is the time to turn back. With that out of the way, my official review of Renfield. After decades of being under Dracula's thumb, Renfield decides to finally stand up for himself and start his life over again with the aid of a self help group for persons who are in codependent relationships. Renfield will not be the most acclaimed film in the world, but sometimes film just needs to be a bit of ridiculous fun to be enjoyable. Plus, when you start off with several recreations of the classic 1931 Bela Lugosi film, you immediately get brownie points in my book. But though enjoyable, the film suffers from several creative missteps. Nicholas Hoult seems a bit miscast as Renfield. His take of the character comes off more Dwight Fry on Xanax. Dwight Fry being the original Renfield from the 1931 classic, for those who don't know. He's a bit more of a normal individual who really wants to do what's right, but is under the influence of one of the world's greatest demonic entities. While his portrayal is likable enough, I miss the crazed nature Dwight Fry brought to the character. Awkwafina, who is an actress I do enjoy watching, and in this film, I think she does a fine job. But I'm not going to go into her social media history, though. She plays in the film Rebecca, an honest police officer. And the problem I had, though, is that she is portrayed more so as the hero of the film than the title character. And I think that is a misstep by the writers. Nothing against Aquafina, did a fine job. Nicolas Cage eats up the screen as Dracula. It's like someone told Cage that Dracula needed more cowbell. But still, there is something uncannily charming about his portrayal as the Transylvania Prince of Darkness, and he seemed, like everybody in the film does, to be having a lot of fun doing this film. Ben Schwartz of Sonic the Hedgehog fame and Parks and Recreation fame is delightfully evil as the son of Shora Agdashluz, excuse the pronunciation, her mob boss. And yet, somewhere in his past performances and in this performance, I think he would have ultimately been a better choice to play Renfield than Nicholas Hoult. Another standout is Brandon Scott Jones as Mark. It's not a big part, but it's a good part. He is Renfield's support group leader, and fans of CBS's Ghosts may know him as Captain Isaac Hisentoot. He's really an up-and-coming actor, and I'm glad to see him getting more roles in bigger productions. The story really never finds its identity or its emotional foothold. The romance between Renfield and Rebecca never really coalesces. Story twists are revealed too early, and the supernatural element is treated as rather pedestrian. The film's action sequences become comedic gore fests, with arms and heads being ripped off and used as weapons, and there is a copious amount of blood splattering everywhere. I'm not really saying that's a bad thing. I kind of enjoyed it. But if you are a bit squeamish, just letting you know. Renfield's definitely not everyone's cup of tea or goblet of blood in this case, but something tells me the film may find a percentage of the audience that really enjoys it. And you can count me among that probably smaller percentage. Renfield is flawed, but fun. And that is why I have a hard time figuring out my rating for it. But to be honest with myself, It's 2.5 stars. It's an average film. I had 4-star fun though, but it's a 2.5-star film in my book. I just had some issues. Like I said, I think the casting, if changed around, could have been an improvement. Plus, I think the writers just phoned it in a little bit, and the chemistry between um, Rebecca and Renfield, it seemed it seemed okay, but they didn't really give them much to really shore up that romance or to indicate that there was something more going on there. They just kind of alluded to it a little bit and never really got more into it. The same thing with a lot of elements of the film. It just the story happens. It really does. The best part of the film, though, to me, is Nicolas Cage. He just really goes all out, and he just seemed like he was having a blast playing Dracula. So I got to give him that. Ultimately, to me, the film is better than the sum of its parts. I enjoyed it a lot more than most 2.5-star films, so that's something. That is my review of Renfield. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, Big Al Presents, I hope you do so. More reviews, rewatches, and rambles in weeks and months to come. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it, and share it around. Let people know what I thought about the film. It's always fun. I would really appreciate that as well. And whatever you do decide to watch, be it Renfield or the original Dracula, always a good watch. Just find something fun to watch. That's what it's all about. Take care, everyone. Until next time, goodbye.